Hey, this is Spoonie, and we are going to be playing Schedule 1, a game that kind of came out of nowhere from a solo developer and quickly became one of the top 10 played games on Steam. It really is the fix before GTA 6, I guess. It's kind of reminiscent of GTA. It really is. I mean, you can't steal cars and stuff, but it just has the same kind of vibe. Our organization is going to be called the Bards, because Spoonie, Bard. Yeah. Time to make my character. And he's got to have a goatee, right? I mean, yeah, and some wrinkles. Let's make him tired. Eyeball color? What's the difference between this and this? I kind of like the bluish. And he's got to be he's a chill guy. He's a chill guy. He's got some resting eyelids. He's just a cool guy with a cool car. He's wearing cargo pants. I mean, he's got to have extra pockets to hold all of his work. And his shoes? Let's give him some clean sneakers. All right. Character is made. Starting off in our RV. Let's water these plants real quick. See what messages we've got. All right, let's go find a payphone. Someone in your line of work. All right. Enough to get me back on my feet. All right. Some in the town hall fountain, in the canal, and behind the supermarket. We need to get a skateboard. Skateboard is absolutely the best way to get around town until we can get a car. But even once you have a car, skateboard still the best way to get around. All right, 120. All right, 175. Yeah, there's these little stash boxes all around town, and you'll use them, you know, in order to get dead drops and pay off some contacts occasionally. And when there's something in them, they kind of glow blue like this. You can see once I take something out, it goes away. All right, so Uncle Nelson left us $375. It's a start. Okay. And our RV just exploded, I think. Yeah, that's great. Don't interfere TB on some very fancy paper. Okay, well, so much for our plants, and I didn't get my clippers. I should have picked up those trimmers. No, I'm gonna have to buy them. All right, so we gotta talk to Uncle Nelson again. Yeah, that's not ideal. The Benzies family. Head to the motel and ask for getting a room. Okay, the hardware store. Purchase. We need a grow tent. We're gonna need some soil. Some trimmers, because we threw ours away. And we'll get a large store track, too. And a trash grabber. Yeah, you can sell trash in the beginning of the game. Like the stuff that you pick up. Yeah, so those green bins there. That's where you would sell. This is where you would sell trash. See, I'll show you. Pick some up. And you can start. Yeah, $2 for the can. Not bad. If you need a couple extra. Let's get this motel room. I'd like to rent a room. $75 a week. They say $75 a week, but she never actually collects more than that. So it's just a flat $75. All right, so we've got a room. Perfect. We can put some extra stuff down. Put our grow tent down. Yeah, and add these to the... There we go. Now let's go get our skateboard. 250, 75, okay.
So, dude.
Well, let's just wait till we have 250, because I don't want to have to buy another one, like, immediately. All right, I like Dan. He gave us some free speed grow, which is like a fertilizer. Instantly grows your plant like 50%, but it gives you a slightly lower quality product. But in the beginning, it doesn't matter. Later in the game, it'll matter, but right now, it doesn't matter at all. Now let's fill it with some soil. Oh, and by the way, this little discard button took me so long to realize it was there. For a while, I was just buying bookshelves and putting my trash on the bookshelves and like kind of abandoning them. But yeah, anyway. Add water. You'll need to speak to a supplier to get your hands on some seeds. I've passed your number on to Albert Hoover, the local supplier. Send him a message and request dead drops. See, this is where we'll need those dead drops. Okay. And you don't have to pay up front for these, but he won't sell you more until you've paid him back. So, yep, let's order one. Get as many as we can. We can only get 9, that's fine. 9's quite a bit. 4.5 hours, okay. So, in the meantime, we can go set up a second grow tent. That way we can grow 2 plants. $20. All right, we're gonna see if we can get lucky. We're gonna bet our $50 all on one hand. All right, a good start. All right, that's solid. If we can double this. Nice. Nice. Okay, that's a good start. That's a real good start. Because now we can get a second tent. All right. Yep, get a second tent. Oh, we're going to need some of these as well. All right, back to the motel. And we are going to place our second tent. Let's get the soil in there. And we'll water it. All right, so we're pretty much ready. Little Richard Nixon bobblehead. Yeah, so right now while I'm waiting for this dead drop, there's really nothing for me to do. Yeah, so that alarm means that it is curfew. If the police see me out here, I will get arrested and fined. Oh, okay, they see. So the laundromat. I'm pretty sure that's this way. And the reason I'm not just going to sleep and making it not curfew anymore is because when you go to sleep, that's a lot of time for the plants to be growing. They could basically be fully grown. Behind the laundromat. Okay, right here. All right, so now we can grow these, which will be our first plants. Let's water them. And we're going to add our grow to this one. See, 54. Now we'll go to sleep. Street rat. Rickety cricket. All right, see, and you go to sleep, they're fully grown. All right, so we've got, oh, but we don't have a packing, okay, so we got to go back to the hardware store and get ourselves a packing station. Let's deposit that $100, which we're immediately going to have to spend because I think the packing station is $100. I hope it's not more. Yep, it's $100. So we're just going to put, and now we can pack up our product. See, this one's poor quality, and the reason for that is because I used that speed grow stuff on it, which I shouldn't have, because both plants ended up being grown by morning. And now we can start giving out free samples. I'll give the poor quality stuff. All right, we just got our first customer. So now we're going to go into the products tab, and we're going to list this for sale. I always bump it up just a little bit because it doesn't seem to make too much of a difference, and people will still pay it. See, I already got a message. 120, so they're actually overpaying. So yeah, it's just next to Bud's Bar. Not positive where that's at. Yeah, okay, it's perfect. It's right here. And here he is. And we're just gonna wait. We'll give him the bad stuff. And we're gonna need to buy some more soil. And go get our next plants started. And then we'll plant our seeds. Wait, did we get another text? All right, perfect. So now we'll have a little bit of cash. So basically what you need to do in the beginning is just make sure everybody you see, you're trying to get free samples. I can't give it to him yet because the region's not unlocked, but so I'm not well known enough. And the further you get like the different regions, they'll want higher quality stuff. Like right now I can get away with just giving the poor quality stuff to people, but later on, you know, you'll only have like a 25% chance of getting them as a customer if you give them the poor quality stuff. Free sample, 79% chance of success. I mean, he doesn't like it, so okay, that's the first one we failed. We'll have to try again later. And the real problem here is that you can only deposit 10,000 per week. So one of the things you need to do is get a laundering operation up ASAP, which is what we're going to be focused on as soon as we have the cash to buy one. I think the first one is like 10 grand though. A couple more things of soil, 2 more grow tents, so we can expand a little quicker. And 4 plants is usually enough for the first while. And later I'll be able to hire a botanist to do the planting and stuff for me. I think we're actually going to skip the room here and go straight to the bungalow. So we're going to live out of the motel room for now. So it wants me to take the trash out, but that's fine, because we can get paid for that. Oh, okay. That did not work. Pack it up. Sell this trash. Alright, it's only 9 p.m., so we're not going to go to sleep. We are going to go out. Alright. Nice. We need to get these new customers, though. Peggy. Alright, let's give her a sample. Only 63%, so let's see. You really don't like that. Alright, Peggy. Oh, baseball bat. Alright, we just got... Oh, we have 2. Alright, let's make deals. Now, you can normally counter, and even offer them more than they've asked for, and a lot of times they'll take it, but for right now, I'm just pretty much taking whatever deal they'll offer. Oh, now I'm under arrest. Okay, that did not work. We're gonna have to hide in a ditch. We're hiding in a dumpster. Ugh, not again. And busted. Okay, great. They found me in the dumpster that time. Well, they took my drugs and they took my cash. All right, I did pretty well though. All right, so now that we've got a dealer, we give him 500 bucks. We give him some product, which is the only product we have. And he'll go out and he starts selling it for us. But that means we need to get some more dirt. We need more seeds. I'm not gonna bother with mixing stations. And let's get the better skateboard. I shouldn't have bought this one. It was a waste of 500. This is a much better skateboard. Jumps way higher. No way he's gonna pay that much. Let's try to get 300. Check on how much I need to get the laundromat and to get the bungalow. All right, so here's the property. The bungalow is 6,000. Yeah, until we bought the board, we were really close. I should not have bought this skateboard yet. Let's see where we end today. All right, we're pretty consistently getting 300 for 5 now. That's pretty good. Let's cut these off. So I think you want to hit that limit because every dollar that you get up towards that limit is a dollar that you don't have to launder, and laundering takes a long time. All right, he wants to buy something. 180 for 5. Dude, that's like half now. Nice. 7. All right. We got 7. Let's see what we can do. Let's keep 3. We'll give him 5. All right. So he's got plenty. Let's wait till he moves that. Because we got to get them friendly and happy so that they're more willing to buy larger quantities. All right, and let's deposit the rest of this. So we're getting pretty close. All right, we have hit the 10,000. We move it all at once. Aspen Death, but you can rename it, but you have to rename it when you make it for the first time. If you don't, that's its name forever. So we're going to call this Bard Sprinkles. Take this free sample. New week. Week 2. So week 1 ended with me having $7,421 in the bank after reaching the 10,000 deposit limit. Obviously, I withdrew a little bit. We do need to get some more soil. We need some more seeds. Not gonna lie to you, that was some bullshit.